Hey guys, it is May now, and that means it's time for me to do my April favorites for you. And this month I had a few things that I didn't really love a whole lot, so I'm going to throw in a few not favorites, just to spice things up a little bit. My first favorite of the month is really super boring, and it is the Degree Clinical Protection Extra Strength Deodorant, which, like I said, is really boring. But I have a prescription that makes me sweat a whole lot more than normal, and it's getting warm anyway, and that is not going so well for my light colored shirts. So this is coming in really handy. It's unfortunately not a clear. It's sort of a white, almost like a solid, but much mushier. But it does blend in pretty nicely, and it doesn't get all over everything, so that's fine with me. Wipe that off. My first not favorite of the month is just a sample, fortunately, because I would be mad if I bought it. Which, whatever, places take returns, but I still don't like to return things. That is the Lancome Epicernes Under Eye Concealer, which I got for under my eyes. That makes sense, right? What does not make sense is I got the lightest shade, which is called Porcelain. And that is what color it is. Yeah. It's a couple shades lighter than the skin tone on my face, but I don't know why that is the lightest shade. I'm not sure if it's the lightest shade, period, or if it's just the lightest one that Sephora carries. But the point is, I'm not super fair-skinned. I usually run closer to the medium part of any foundation range. So for really light-skinned people, I'm not sure what they're supposed to get for under their eyes. Because that's definitely not lighter than their actual skin tone. Color option woes aside, I didn't really like it because it is thin and it spreads easily, but I found it pretty drying and it creased really, really badly. Like, before I even left for work, it had canyons under my eyes. Not cute. Something that did work for under my eyes is the Essentially Elemental eye serum gel with chia seed oil, which is, it looks kind of like a little thing of Carmex, actually. But it's just sort of a really light gel for under the eyes, and it's really moisturizing. It soaks in well, so I can use it in the morning and at night, and it's just been helping a whole lot with my concealer creasing and things like that, because my under eyes are actually hydrated for once. Essentially Elemental is an indie skincare company, so the packaging isn't super fancy or anything, but the stuff inside is good, and I'm happy with it. Another fail for the month, which I already reviewed, so I'll link it below, but I did not like the Revlon Color Stay Moisture Stains, and this color is Posh, and I hated this one. Like, it is one of the few products that I wish harm on, just because it applies really unevenly, it doesn't wear well, and the color is a weird, like, pink and gold duochrome that doesn't look right on the lips. Somebody in the comments on the review compared it to NARS Orgasm in a lipstick, and I think that's totally accurate. NARS Orgasm doesn't look good on me, and neither does this. And I don't think this would really look that good on anybody. But if you can prove me wrong, please do. I would really like to see it. A major love for the month is another sample. And that is the Guerlain Meteorites in the color Claire, which, see if I can show you this without dumping them out. Kind of. We've all seen these. They've been around for ever and ever. They did get reformulated recently, I think because people wanted a softer version that was a little bit more like the Hourglass ambient lighting powders. These are just really nice. They're a little bit shimmery for my taste, honestly, so I use them more as kind of an evening finishing powder. But they do brighten and even out my skin really nicely, and there's a chance I'll get the full size if I ever run out of these. I've been using them every day, and they look like I haven't touched them, so we'll see. I did not like this guy. What is this? The Phytokeratine Mask Ultra Reparateur, Ultra Repairing Mask. It is for weak and damaged hair. It's supposed to hydrate it or whatever, and it made my hair look like shit. It does hydrate it, but even when I shampooed it out after I used it, my hair just looked really limp and greasy, and it wouldn't hold a curl, which I have curly hair, so I'm not even sure how that works. It might be great if I straightened my hair. But yeah, it just didn't do anything for me. I think it might be great if you have coarser hair than I do. My hair is really, really fine. Or if your hair is really dry, it might work as like a weekly mask or something. But this did not make my hair look good, and it came in one of my sample society boxes, so I'm not, like, you know, again, I'm glad it was a sample because I would be sad if I bought it, but maybe I'll send it to my sister because I think her hair would appreciate it more than mine does. Another love is actually one that I had been debating for a while, and I was like, I can't justify buying another eye primer, but I ended up getting it so that I could get the Meteorites sample, and that is the Dior Backstage Eye Primer, which looks kind of almost like a paint pot, or you know, a cream eyeshadow, but it isn't. It is much thicker and drier than a cream shadow. Can you see that? There we go. It's just a little bit lighter than my skin tone. It helps even out the skin tone on my eyes because they get a little bit, you know, shadowy on top. And it really helps the wear time on my eyeshadow too. I have not done like an eye-to-eye comparison against NARS, but I think this probably is pretty close as far as, you know, controlling oil and whatnot all day. I've been really happy with it. My next unfavorite is maybe a little bit surprising because a lot of people really seem to love it a whole lot. That is Chanel Inimitable Intense mascara, which, if I'm totally honest, I think it can look really nice on the lashes. And in fact, I am wearing it today. It's kind of a pain in the ass to work with. I mean, it's pretty thick, and it sort of spiders my lashes together, and it clumps a little bit. So I have to be sure to comb them out really well. And it also flakes as it dries, which is kind of annoying while I'm wearing it. But it also, you know, dries up in my lash spoolie, and then that flakes everywhere. So then I can't use it on my eyebrows, and like I have to clean it before the next time I use it, and it's just not worth the trouble, in my opinion. Like I said, I think it can look really nice, and if it wasn't mascara, it would be one of those things that I would feel okay about saving it for special occasions, but I'm paranoid of eye infections, so I don't keep mascaras I don't keep them open longer than a few months. Like if I had little, one-use pods of these, that would be fantastic, but I won't repurchase this. And my last thing for today is another favorite, and this is really a long time favorite because I've had it for almost a year and a half, I think. That is the Guerlain Rouge G in the color Grenade, which I love the packaging on these lipsticks. And I'm not gonna lie, it's bulky and it's heavy, but it is fancy. And I really like that. When you pull the lipstick out, it flips open into a mirror, which is really handy for reapplying. And I just love this color, as you can tell, because it has been worn down into a little nub, basically. But it's a nice bright pink with some silver shimmers in it. It looks good with just about everything, so I wear it a lot. And I think it's on track to be the first lipstick that I ever actually finish all the way. That's it for my favorites and flops of the month. Go ahead and feel free to share some of yours down in the comments. And, if you feel like it, give the video a thumbs up or subscribe. I'll put a little button there maybe. Subscribe so you can see more. And I'll see you soon. Bye.